Welcome to TuneBuzz on Open Studio, a show all about exploring the sound of music, music talent, and busking around Cape Town. My name is Manfred Petersen. I'm so excited to be your host today. Today we're going to be looking at busking around Cape Town. We have Tom Sibande in studio. Now, Tom has been playing music in the botanical gardens in Cape Town, and that's where he's been making some music for the people of Cape Town. Welcome, Tom. It's nice to have you here.
How's it, man? All right.
So you've been playing the music, that you know, with the guitar, you're busking around Cape Town. I want to know, how did everything start for you?
Firstly, good morning to everyone, and I'm glad to be here. So for me, the journey has been something that I would say personally, it hasn't been easy, and so to say, the how I started playing the guitar. This was when back then, 2000, and I think it was 9, not 10 years ago. That's when I was exposed to the whole thing in a church.
Wow,
back in
amazing.
Joburg. Yeah.
That's always the best way to
Yeah,
learn
exactly.
music.
Yeah. So actually, from there, I actually developed this kind of liking of rock music and all that, and then I found myself shifting from that church vibe to the rock music. And then I found myself in Cape Town.
All the way from Cape Town?
All the way from Joburg, and then
Cape
I found
Town.
my way to Cape Town. I felt that in Joburg, my music wasn't going to be that heard that much. So I know the life in Joburg, it's just something else. So I decided, no, let me just come this side and come and experience how the vibe is. And I got to a point whereby I joined a band, and then as a drummer, okay, I'm a multi-instrumentalist,
Yes,
one thing about me. So I joined a band, and then, bands sometimes they start and then they end, and then they break up and then become something else.
Yeah.
To all the people that I started doing music with back then, I think I'm the only one who's still pushing the hustle. So I then ended up found myself on my own, and then I had instruments at home. So I actually decided to just get rid of everything, and then I was left with one guitar. And I was like, okay, where do I play now?
Wow.
So I got exposed to gardens, and then found myself there. Yeah.
So what has made you decide to do busking, as part of your journey?
Honestly speaking, it wasn't one of my. I never saw myself playing in the streets. That's one thing about myself. But I do feel it's maybe the love of music, and there's one thing that I actually moved with back then. It's called Live Breathe Music, which is the one that I'm still actually pushing by now. So I decided, no, man, instead of me spending my 8 hours working for someone, let me rather spend my 8 hours working on myself. So then that's how I found myself.
That's also how you become more creative and you create more music.
Exactly.
So have you ever thought, what do you want to achieve, in the terms of, busking music, what is your goal, like your vision for music?
Okay. Honestly speaking, my way of busking is actually a way of saying that I want to build a fan base. That's one thing that I want to achieve as a person that is working as an artist. You understand? So by so doing, I do have a program called Luando Sessions.
Wow.
Which, yes, it's it's kind of a live concert type of vibe, which consists of a 6-piece band. So that's where actually I want to see myself grooming more people, more talent. There's a lot of talent out there.
Yeah, there is a lot of talent.
Like, that's one of those things that I so wish that me as an artist would like to achieve, is growing towards growing other people.
Yeah. And also inspiring a lot of other young
Exactly.
talent out there.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So have you ever thought, what or how has music changed you as a person?
To be honest, I come to think of it, I think about it each and every day of my life. Started staying in the location, but through the music, I'm right in the heart of Cape Town. And for me, it's actually a great achievement, because I've got to meet a lot of people, and
You network,
I network a lot, and so to say.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, there's so many things that you can do with music. I mean, like, if you network, you can do more gigs and all those kind of things. Have you ever thought, like, um, creating original music?
Yes, of which currently I'm releasing my single. It's called Ubomi. So yeah, I'm
Ubomi.
actually, I've got a couple of songs that one
Okay.
of them I'm going to perform for you. It's called Should I. So yeah.
Can I ask you what does Ubomi mean?
Ubomi means live.
Live.
Live, yeah.
Wow. Wow. So you're busking and you're creating this, like,
Yes.
original style.
Exactly.
So have you ever faced, like, any challenges, like, along your journey?
A lot of challenges. I don't want to be like, I don't want to lie to you. I've faced a lot of depression in terms of how we do things as musicians in Cape Town. I'm not talking about the musicians that are well known, but I'm just talking about the underground artists, the unknown, So I've seen the way we do things. It has been kind of training me sometimes, and so that's why sometimes I decided to. There's a time where I took a break, and I was like, okay, let me just take a break because I can't take this anymore. Let me find myself and start afresh. So yeah.
Like, so if you go through that stage, of, like, feeling depressed, what really motivates you, is there any things that inspire you, like, to keep on going?
I think me being next to my instrument each and every time when I think about, okay, how do I, me having my instrument next to me is kind of those things that always keeps me going, and with the way that I see myself growing each and every day, I do feel that the instrument actually plays the role.
Yeah, it plays a role in your life.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there any other things that you think about when you play music? Like, especially when you go through those dark times.
I just feel happiness, nothing else. Once the music is there for me, once the rhythm is there, I just put everything back and then I just focus forward. And because now when I think about it, it will actually drag me back and then I won't think. So I just, yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much, Tom. We're just chilling with Tom in the studio on TuneBuzz, and we're just going to take a short break. Thank you very much. Welcome back to TuneBuzz on Open Studio. We're in studio with Tom Sibande. Tom is playing music in the botanical gardens of Cape Town, where he's basking and making music for himself and the public of Cape Town. Tom, it's nice listening to your story. I just wanted to know from you, like, since you've been playing, is there any style, that you like? Style of music?
To be honest with you, I'm a person that listens to everything. Music to me, as long as it's good, it's listenable. For me, it's something that I take as I don't actually choose which genre or which style, or for me what's good is good. As long as I vibe with it, then I'm good for it.
Okay,
yeah.
That's good. So you mentioned something that you also write music. Like, have you ever decided to, like, to record music, take it further, another step further?
Yes, as I've said before, that I'm currently working towards releasing my single, and by that I'm actually doing collaborations with other artists.
That always helps.
Yeah, so that's one of those things that I'm actually working towards while I'm basking. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So you've created. Will you be able to play for us something?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That song that you mentioned.
Yeah, sure.
That's good.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, this one's called Should I?
Should I?
Yeah, Should I?
Nice.
Turn your lights down low and let it be. And please don't you ever resist. Don't you ever say no. I wanna know how much you care for me. I say I wanna know how much you care for me. Should I put my trust in you. You know, the very level corner, the one darling on the Pamata. I am trying to pay for 7 billion. You know, and the very level corner, the one darling on the Pamata. I am trying to pay for 7 billion. I've been waiting for this time to express how much I feel about you. I've been waiting for this time to express how much I feel about love, 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 love. Should I put my trust in you. Should I put my trust in you?
Wow, that's amazing, Tom. That's really amazing.
Yeah, man.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, like, I've heard different, the story about that song.
Sorry, come again?
I just want to know about the story about that song.
Okay, so this is a song that came up when I was actually in love, I'd say.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So yeah, this was one of the ladies that was in my life, so I decided to dedicate this song to her. So we were engaged, and so I just decided, let me just express the way I feel to her through
Yeah.
the song, and thank God, I'm glad I'm still vibing to the song right now. So yeah.
Wow. Is there any other musical influences that you?
Yes. I'm a person that actually does covers, a lot of covers. When I do the basking, actually, that's one of those things that it's a strategy that I always tell. I'm one person that actually likes sharing knowledge with other baskers or musicians.
Yes.
I always tell them that you might have your own music. Yes,
Yeah.
it's good, it's dope, but people out there, they don't know you yet. But you have to, one thing that you have to do, at least sing a cover song. One or
Yeah.
two. You understand? So that
It's
you
always
can draw
good.
the attention. You understand? But yeah, I'm glad the guys have been actually applying that, and they've been using it, and it's been working.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you think, like, for the people out there, what advice do you think you can give for the young generation?
The musicians.
Yeah.
You mean? Firstly, I would say hang in there. It's not easy. It's
Yeah.
not. It's one of those things. Getting into the industry is not. It's one of those things that we actually still fighting us as well. Me as a pastor myself. So it's all about dedication and telling yourself that you'll be a goal getter. You understand?
Yes.
Because sometimes we tend to give up when situations sometimes get
Yeah.
on our way. So it's just a matter of you.
Yeah.
Tell yourself.
I want to know also, like, we had a tough year now, with the COVID pandemic. So how did that influence you, as a pastor? What challenge did you face?
I didn't face any challenges. It was just a matter of me as a pastor having to know people that have seen me playing, and
Yeah.
people that have been diehard fans, You know, they came through. They really came through for me during the whole pandemic, the whole year. So I wouldn't say yes. We did face challenges of saying that okay, we are not able to go and express how we feel, because sometimes I do feel that basking is one of those things that even though if you tell yourself that I want to stop it, but there is that time that you're gonna say that's gonna say let's just go and pass, just go and pass.
Yeah, you
So
feel
yeah,
a lot of freedom, you know, when you basking.
yeah.
You know. So how does music make you feel personally when you go out there, you know, on your own?
Wow, the feeling is just unexplainable, but I just feel like I'm a wherever I walk in the streets of Cape Town,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a star. I would say that.
Yeah.
Because like wherever you walk, everyone's like, oh, that guy, he sings there.
Yes,
I've seen
yes.
him singing there. So for me, it keeps me like going each and every day. I'm like, okay, at
Okay.
least there are people that are listening to me. Even though, okay, no one knows me yet. Yes, but actually the streets have been good to me.
Okay. Thank you very much, Tom. You're an amazing guy, you know.
Man.
We're just going to take a short break on TuneBuzz and we'll be back. Thanks. Welcome back to TuneBuzz on Open Studio. We are back with Tom in studio. Tom, I wanted to ask you, do you have any projects that you're working on?
Yes, I've got a lot of projects that I'm working on, which is working towards my album, and so the album will include a choir.
Yeah.
So there's a choir of about 48 people, and with another lady called Lady T, which is I'm actually doing the rhythm for her. She's doing an EP. So yeah, with other stuff, there's so many stuff to mention. Yeah.
Wow. Is there like, you know, any, how can I say, anything that you think about the future for your music that you wanna, you know, do for the public or the community?
Yes. Firstly, is me reaching out there, especially in the townships. I can see that a lot of young people are getting exposed to things that they are not supposed to be exposed to at a tender age.
Yeah.
So I'm actually working towards starting a group over that side that we actually call up everyone, like everyone young. One thing about me is that one thing I like about myself is that I easily connect with anyone.
Yeah.
Should you be a street person? Should you be anyone?
You have to be a people's person also.
Exactly. So I've actually been working towards that as well. So I've been to Kraaifontein, I've been to Khayelitsha, I've been to Langa, and actually putting together those kind of small groups.
Yeah.
And so to say, okay, sometimes it can be a lot, like on my head as well. So because at the same time I'm working towards relaunching Londo Sessions at the same time. So I try to, I'm trying to take it slow a little bit because, you know, I don't want to put a lot of things on my way, you know, but basically I'm actually working towards changing the location, and it's just something else. I know I can't change the world, but I do feel that with my music, with where I come from, I do feel that with the way they know me, when I actually go there with actually something, I mean, they will feel motivated and they will actually, I mean.
Can I ask you, do you see yourself, you know, as a leader, you know, in the music you're doing, and why do you think so?
Definitely, I do feel like that because okay, one thing that I didn't mention, I'm a music teacher as well. So
okay, that's good.
To a lot of people, it feels so good to be complimented by someone, and by someone saying that I want to play like you, I want to be like you. You know? So for me, it's one of those things that I don't know. It's overwhelming.
Okay, that's amazing. So you've been playing, okay, and you're teaching now.
Yes.
So is there any other music that you can play for us,
Yes, definitely.
which the viewers want like to see?
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do a cover. It's called Payphone by Maroon 5.
Payphone, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I know it's hard to remember the people we used to be. It's even harder to picture that you're not here next to me. You say it's too late to make it, but is it too late to try? And in a time that you wasted all of my free tears come down, I wasted my nights. You turned out the lights. Now I'm paralyzed, still stuck in that time when we couldn't know. Even the song sells in paradise. I'm at a payphone trying to call on all of my change I spend on you. Where are the times gone, baby? It's all wrong. Where are plans we made for two? If happy ever after 3 days, I will still be owning you like this. All those fairy tales I fall I pay. Oh, one more stupid love song I'll be saved. Like the legend of the phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? If you won't live, I'm ready. You turn your back on tomorrow, cause you forgot yesterday. I gave you my life to borrow, but you just give it away. You don't expect me to be fine, I don't expect you to care. I know I've said it before, but all of my pretty for now. I wasted my nights, you turned out the lights. Now I'm paralyzed, still stuck in that time when we couldn't know. Even the sun sails in paradise. I'm at a payphone trying to call on all of my change I spend on you. Where are the times gone, baby? It's all wrong. Where are plans we made for two? If happy ever after 3 days, I will still be holding you like this. All those fairy tales I fall I paid. One more stupid love song I'll be saved. Well, I'm at a payphone.
Thank you very much,
yeah.
Tom. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Payphone by Tom
Yeah.
Sibande as a cover.
Yeah, that's a
Wow.
cover. Yeah, sure.
No, that's amazing. I really like that. So, I wanted to ask you, is there anything that you want to give to the young, aspiring musicians that want to learn and grow in their music? What advice can you give them?
Hustle hard. Stay strong. Never give up. It's not easy, yes, but hang in there.
Hang in there. Wow, that's amazing. No, that's so good, Tom. So if people want to find you, like, where can they find you, like, in terms of hooking up with you, making music, watching yourself?
On Facebook, it's Tom Sibande. Instagram, Tom_Sibande. Yeah. And then on YouTube, it's #Luando Sessions. That's where you find all the vibe there.
Okay. Wow. Thank you very much, Tom. We're just with Tom in studio. He was amazing as a busker, in Cape Town. And I'm really blessed to have him here in studio. And thank you for the viewers out there for watching TuneBuzz, and catch us next on the next episode. Thank you very much.